is Sean from Time and Talk. I wanted to make a video today about my Rolex Explorer and some alternatives, 10 alternatives to the Rolex Explorer. If you like my channel, please subscribe, and I hope everyone's staying safe. This is some footage of my Explorer that I took in the garden yesterday when it was a little bit sunny. So as you will probably know, the Explorer is now 39mm and it was previously 36mm. So for the alternatives, we're going to stay around that ballpark, 36 to 40mm or thereabouts. The watch is relatively unprepossessing, quite conservative. It's not got any real bling to it. It's quite legible. It's time only, though some of the options that I chose do have a date. And it pretty much, it can wear with anything. It's pretty conservative, and you can wear it for dress occasions if you so wish. You can wear it for casual. It's also got 100-meter water resistance, though the ones that I've chosen haven't necessarily got this. Just a bit of footage of my watch. So Rolex crown there, some macro shots. These are not necessarily, by the way, homage pieces, though a couple of them are. And I think one of the reasons why people like the Rolex Explorer is because it's relatively conservative. It doesn't scream, bling Rolex, but also the story behind it and the history behind it, and that it is, a useful tool. The idea is that the Explorer is called the Explorer because you can wear it in these forbidding circumstances, such as going up Everest, and it will still tick, it will still carry on working. So it's kind of got that tool watch vibe, and quite a lot of these choices have too. So yeah, some shots of my watch in macro. Looks pretty good, as I'm sure you'll agree. And in a second, I'll just show you a wrist shot. And like I said, I've tried to stick to things that were relatively similarly to the Explorer. So here is the wrist shot. 39mm is mine. It's the Mark 1, just before they re-released it. So it wears well, quite thin. Okay, so the first alternative is the Hamilton Khaki Field. 38mm, time only. It's a wind up. You can buy various iterations of it. It comes in white as well, which I really like the white version, but obviously if you're going at it from replacing the Explorer, you might want to get the black. Cool watch. The next is the Smith's Everest, which is obviously it's more of an homage to the Explorer. Interestingly enough, the original that went up Everest didn't actually have the 3, 6 and 9s. It's an homage to a later version, though it's called the Everest. Time Factors are the company that make it now. I think you can get 36 and 40 in this watch. Next one's the Seiko Alpinist. I've owned this, brilliant watch, 200-meter water resistance. It's got a compass. It's a pretty nice looking watch. It's 39mm, 38mm, 39, depending on where you read. It's got a date. It's an interesting green color with gold accents. Pretty nice. Timex Expedition. I've owned this too. This is 40mm, kind of a tool watch. Wouldn't get it wet because it's got a water resistance of 50 meters, but I really appreciate this watch because it's on the lower end of the price scale as well, at about £50 or something along those lines. Then the Black Bay 36, lovely watch. The blue version is fantastic, and this is a good replacement for the Explorer 36mm. You can get this in 41 as well, time only with the snowflake hand. It's pretty cool. I imagine it'd be more solid than the 36mm Explorer. Get it in black as well. Then the Omega Railmaster came out in 1957 as a kind of competitor to the Explorer, so it's the Omega's version of the Explorer. Again, time only, automatic movement. In some ways, it's more kind of technological than the Explorer. I think it's 40mm, so it might wear slightly bigger. Then you've got the Zinn 556, which is 38.5. Again, field watch with a date. Nice wearer, pretty similar to the Explorer in some ways. Obviously, it doesn't have the Arabic numerals, but a conservative watch that you can pretty much wear with anything. Then the Citizen ProMaster Tough, one of my latest acquisitions. In some ways, I know the Explorer is called the Explorer because you can explore with it, you can go up Everest, but this is much more capable as a tool watch, temperature resistant, tough as nails. You could literally wear this up Everest and it would be fine. Then the CWC G10, which was issued to the British military. I have a 1989 version that was issued to the Navy. You know, pretty similar to the Explorer really in terms of Arabic numerals. It's a quartz watch. Again, not water resistant in the same way as the Explorer, but perfectly capable. The IWC Mark 18. This is pretty expensive, probably around the same price as the Explorer, about 4 grand, 5 grand. Got an ETA movement in it. Some people don't like that. I think it's a nice watch. Again, quite a conservative piece. This one is the Petit Prince edition, which I kind of like. I like the fact that it's got a little bit of something extra, something quite interesting. This is 60-meter water resistant, so I wouldn't swim with this, but again, same kind of capable tool watch that's quite conservative. So if you like this video, if you like my channel, please subscribe. Thanks very much for watching. Bye bye.